Okay, so in this video, we'll be looking at title number 1 from the November 2021 TOK essay questions. Why is it so difficult to identify a clear line between accepted and disputed knowledge within a discipline? Answer with reference to 2 disciplines, each taken from a different area of knowledge. For a more detailed title breakdown and ideas on how to apply the different areas of knowledge, as well as other TOK concepts, to the question, please check out my essay guides, link in the description. Okay, so our key terms for this title would be accepted and disputed knowledge. We can define accepted knowledge as being those knowledge claims which are widely considered to be true, either amongst experts in a particular field or by knowers in general. Disputed knowledge, on the other hand, would be those claims which are either more contentious or lack a widespread consensus. Let's get a bit deeper into the question. One relevant issue we should address when answering this question is whether a knowledge claim needs to offer an appropriate level of justification or withstand a particular degree of scrutiny to be considered accepted. Moreover, how much would these tests vary across the different areas of knowledge and the disciplines within them? Knowledge claims which are more grounded in reason, for example mathematical knowledge claims, would have to survive rational criticism, whereas those of a more subjective or personal nature may not. Another good topic to look at for this question would be the role of experts in making these judgments. Okay, so the first AOK I have chosen is ethics, and we will be specifically looking at this through the lens of normative ethics. This is the discipline of ethics which aims to define right and wrong conduct through arriving at a series of moral standards. We can make the claim that it is difficult to distinguish between accepted and disputed ethical knowledge, given that ethical codes vary so much across cultures, societies, and time periods. These ethical codes are constantly in flux, they're constantly changing, which makes it especially hard to pin down what can be considered accepted ethical knowledge at any given time. Nevertheless, as a counterclaim to this, we can say in certain cases it isn't hard to make this distinction because there are some moral assertions, such as murdering innocents is wrong, which benefit from a virtually universal consensus. Tying these ideas together in our mini conclusion, we can say that whilst in general it is difficult to distinguish between disputed and accepted ethical knowledge due to diversity of opinion amongst other factors, but it is perhaps easier to identify certain universal principles. Our second AOK we'll be using is religious knowledge systems, and the discipline will be theology, which is the systematic study of religious belief and the divine. For this claim, we are actually going to challenge the key assumption in the title by saying that it isn't in fact that hard to distinguish between accepted and disputed knowledge within this AOK if we simply define accepted knowledge as being that which is the official doctrine of a certain faith. Nevertheless, as a counterclaim, we could argue that there is a lot of divergence in opinion amongst theologians, often of the same faith background, concerning various aspects of such religious doctrine. Bringing these ideas together in our mini conclusion, we might say that some religious knowledge claims are widely accepted, whilst the status of others is more ambiguous. This could be in part due to the degree of consensus required amongst theologians and faith leaders being difficult to define. I hope you find these ideas useful, and if you would like further help with this question, please check out my website toksayhelp.com for tutoring and essay guides. Thank you very much for watching this video.